Shit! Here they come!
They're pinned down on top of the gatehouse! Move in! It's over! We have you surrounded! Lay down your weapons!
Fuck you! Just shoot me! I'm standing right here! Come on!
Secure the building!
Shoot me, goddammit! Fucking shoot me!
This is your last chance, Walker. Surrender, or my men will cut you down.
Don't you dare! Well, fuck you then! I didn't come this far to surrender!
It's the only way inside that tower.
The fuck's sake! Give it up! The mission's over! We failed!
Not while I'm still breathing!
Fine! Then keep breathing! Run, motherfucker! Damn it, Walker! Run!
Running. Running. I'm running. Well, there's a tower there.
I'm sorry, Walker. But you knew it would end this way. Your friends dead. The world on fire. And you alone.
Is that water? There's water. What?
You're a failure.
Oh, you puked in it, dude. That's drinking water, don't puke.
Finally, something we have in common.
There's a lot of water in here, what's going on? Wait a minute. Wait a minute, why is there flowing water here? And like, it doesn't register in his mind. I don't know, this story is so whack. Like, what is even going on? The plot twist better be good. The reveal better be good. Because this is... I don't know, I've been sitting through a lot of this. Not too impressed so far. There's a lot of water, by the way. Meet him upstairs. Chapter 15, welcome. Alright, we're gonna slow walk. There's no guns. We're gonna slow walk our way upstairs. Oh, look at this. Cool tower, am I right? Is that a shark? Oh, there's a... Oh, screw you guys. Whatever, dude.
Captain Walker, we're all that's left of the damn 33rd.
Yes.
We surrender, sir. Dubai is yours.
Where is Conrad?
Where he's always been. Upstairs, waiting for you.
You are all that's left of the 33rd? What about those guys outside who are shooting at us still? And you surrender to me? We're gonna go up there and it's gonna... What if
Well
I'm
done,
Conrad?
Walker. You've done what the storm could not. Destroyed the damn 33rd. Do you feel like a hero yet? Please, come in.
I'm coming in. Do you have loot in here? Do you have guns or bullets? Hey, nice apartments. Look at that. Look how much water there is.
Now that you're here, I want to ask you a question. What did you think when you arrived in Dubai? When you'd seen what I had done? Did you think it the work of a madman?
Yeah. I thought you'd lost your goddamn mind. Or I hope that's what happened.
Oh yes, that would have made things easier. But I wasn't that lucky.
Indeed.
You sure about that?
I assure you, I'm as sane as you are, Captain.
Alright, cool story.
Jeremy, someday people will tell you about your father. For that, I'm sorry. I love you.
Nice, nice. Continue not telling any of the story to me. Thank you. Glass
I'm upstairs,
staircase.
Walker.
I mean, glass floors seem like a cool idea until you consider that you can't wear skirts.
When you're done rifling through my things, please join me.
I will. I will rifle through your things and I will join you. Look at this shower. Wow.
Let's not prolong this any more than we have to.
Well, maybe I should take a shower before I get up there because I probably smell pretty bad by now.
When you're ready, there's something up here I'd like to show you.
The mirror works! The mirror actually works! Although there's nothing outside the window there. But the mirror actually works. Amazing, there's a working mirror in this game. One working mirror in the game. Nothing happens when I look in the mirror though. Alright. This apartment, I mean, it's big, it's got a lot of space, but not a lot of it is usable. Look at this. So like all of that around there is just corridor. Like it's not actually usable space. And by usable space we mean like a lounge, a dining room, a bedroom. So a lot of it is just corridor. Most of it is corridor. And
No matter how hard I tried, I never could escape the reality of what happened here. That was my downfall. There, finished. I hope you like it.
What the hell is going on?
Your eyes are opening for the first time. It hurts, doesn't it?
no, well maybe it hurts him, it doesn't hurt me.
Go on. What do you think?
You did this.
No, you did. Your orders killed 47 innocent people. Someone has to pay for your crimes, Walker. Who's it gonna be?
Only 47? Wait a minute, we only killed 47 innocent people? That's not that many.
John? Is that you?
You tell me.
I'm done playing games, John.
I assure you, this is no game.
We only killed 47 innocent people? Out of all the people we killed in the game, we only killed 47 innocent. Wow, we did a lot better than I thought. Huh. Oh, I mean that's okay with me. Like the hostile to civilian ratio is quite good. Like if you think about, for example, the war in Iraq, the recent one, not the previous one. You know, it's estimated that hundreds of thousands of Iraqis die at least. Probably it could be the death toll for Iraqi civilians could be in the millions. But at the very least, hundreds of thousands of innocent Iraqi people had died over the course of the war. Not all of them directly by the hands of American soldiers, of course, but it still is the case that they died because the Americans invaded that country. And so, and how many actual insurgents are killed? Not that many. So like civilian deaths far outnumber hostile deaths. You know what I mean? In that war. So the fact that we only killed 47 people here, and we killed, I don't know how many, have we killed 1,000 enemies in this game? I'm not sure. So we did really well, considering. I know I'm trying to justify killing innocent people, but in the context of just how bad real wars are in the real world, we have to understand that this is quite good. I mean, there's nothing good about it, but just relative to reality, we're doing quite well. Just saying. He's been dead for a long time. You're crazy. You were crazy all along.
It seems that reports of my survival have been greatly exaggerated.
This isn't possible.
Oh, I assure you, it is.
How?
Not how. Why? You were never meant to come here.
We have our orders. Leave the city, radio command from outside the storm wall. They send in the cavalry, we go home.
What happened here was out of my control.
Was it? None of this would have happened if you just stopped. But on you marched. And for what?
We tried to save you.
You're no savior. Your talents lie elsewhere.
Yes. That's right.
This is your fault, goddammit! Stop right there, Lugo. He wouldn't listen! We didn't have a choice! He turned us into fucking killers!
This isn't my fault.
It takes a strong man to deny what's right in front of him. And if the truth is undeniable, you create your own.
What the hell happened? I don't know. He just stopped moving. Walker, snap out of it!
I get it. We have to choose.
The truth, Walker, is that you're here because you wanted to feel like something you're not. A hero.
Lugo! You left me to die!
I'm here because you can't accept what you've done. It broke you.
Colonel? Colonel, please.
What's going on, Walker?
It's Conrad. He did it. All of it.
You needed someone to blame, so you cast it on me. A dead man. I know the truth is hard to hear, Walker, but it's time. You're all that's left, and we can't live this lie forever. I'm going to count to 5, then I'm pulling the trigger.
You're not real. This is all in my head.
Are you sure? Maybe it's in mine. 1.
No. Everything. All this. It was your fault.
If that's what you believe, then shoot me. 2.
I didn't mean to hurt anybody.
No one ever does, Walker. 3. It takes a strong man to deny what's in front of it.
Stronger than you were.
Whatever you say, Walker. No matter what happens next, don't be too hard on yourself. Even now, after all you've done, you can still go home. Lucky you.
I don't know. I don't like how that ended. I don't.
What now, sir?
Huh?
The men are asking. What do we do now?
We complete our mission.
And what mission would that be, sir?
Just get me a goddamn radio. This is Captain Martin Walker, requesting immediate evacuation of Dubai. Survivors. 1 too many.
Yeah, no, I don't. Okay, can I? Never mind. I'll just talk over it. Because it chickened out. It chickened out because it was setting up to be a critique. No, it's too loud. Never mind. Sorry, guys. It's too loud. It was setting up to be a critique of war and of American military adventures. But then it became one person's fault. So it chickened out of it. You know what I mean? Like the story ended up it being one person's fault. When it really isn't.
Commander, this is Falcon 1. I think we found him. Captain Walker,
He's armed.
It's okay. Hold your fire.
I don't understand. What's he doing?
Look at his eyes. Something's not right.
Captain Walker, we are here to help. But first, I need you to lay down your weapon.
He's not complying.
He's shell-shocked. Give him a...
Careful.
Just...
It's over. Time to go home.
Yeah, it became... Wow, that sucked hard. That sucked really hard. It was setting up to be a critique of war, and then it ended up being one person's fault. Amazing.
You know, Captain, we drove through this whole city to find you. We saw things. You don't mind me asking, what was it like? How'd you survive all this?
Who said I did?
Ah, that sucked pretty hard. That sucked pretty hard. Yeah, no, wow, I'm disappointed by how that turned out. Because look, war, you know, like war never changes. You know why? Because people break the same way. When you put a person through extreme violence and you make that person kill other people, the people break in very similar ways and they lose their humanity. And so, you know, the story ended up this being one person's fault, one person's inability to accept that they should have just turned around, which is, I don't know, I was playing the game. So you should have turned around, and I said that the whole time. I said we should have turned around in the beginning anyway. But everybody breaks in similar ways when put under those stressful situations. And so the fact that the story ended up it being, oh no, it was him, it was one person who broke, and that's why all these atrocities happened. That is wrong. That's the wrong story to tell. It's a bad story to tell, because that's not it. All wars result in atrocities. Not because a single person is unable to do the right thing, but because everybody breaks the same way. And all wars devolve into atrocities. So, no, they did it wrong. They did it wrong. I mean, they failed. This game failed to end properly. And I mean, a lot of games fail to end properly, but man, it sucked so hard. They were setting it up to really criticize the American militarism, but then they didn't take that final step, and they said, okay, we just make the character a scapegoat and we'll blame him, and it's not the system that's wrong, it's not war itself that's wrong, it's just this person got it wrong, and that's why bad things happen. No, this sucked. This sucked. They screwed it up. I'm so mad. They screwed it up. Unless it's me. Unless there's let me just go over here. I'm not gonna play it again on video. I'm not even gonna play it again by myself because the gameplay is kind of boring. I mean, there's only so much shooting people in the head you can do before it gets boring. Let me go Spec Ops the line endings. So there are multiple endings apparently. 4 possible endings. The player can choose to allow Conrad to shoot Walker or have Walker shoot himself. Both actions lead to the first ending, which shows Walker's corpse next to Conrad's. Conrad's original broadcast then plays as the camera pans over the burning remnants of Dubai and the screen fades to black. The other 3 endings are accessed by having Walker shoot Conrad, who disappears after telling him that he can still return home. So you can either suicide, which, by the way, a lot of people suicide. I mean, a lot of veterans eventually commit suicide. But not even that. I guess I'm hoping most of you won't become veterans. I hope I hope that there's not enough war for you to become a veteran. But like if you look at all the instances of mass shootings, for example, which happens a lot in America, unfortunately. But a lot of the time, like someone would go on a shooting spree, and a lot of the times they would end up turning the gun on themselves and shooting themselves as well. And so the suicide happens a lot because, as I said, like most people break the same way, because when you kill a person, it psychologically traumatizes you. Like your mind, the human mind, is not designed to kill other people. I mean, you're physically capable of doing it, but when you do it, it breaks you in a certain way. And so, you know, a lot of these people, they go on these mass shooting sprees, but they all, like, a lot of them end up turning the gun on themselves, and you wonder, like, why do they do that? Why don't they, for example, just get captured by the police? Why don't they get killed by the police? Why don't they go to prison? But a lot of because that's what happens to you. Because when you kill other people, it hurts you, like it breaks you psychologically. So the first ending is not surprising, that, you know, your character Walker will just end up killing himself because his mind is broken in that particular way. So the fact that you don't kill yourself is unusual. Maybe I'm unusual in that way. But being unusual in that way is not good neither, because what it means is you kill a lot of people and then it doesn't affect you badly enough that you would kill yourself. That's not really a good thing if you think about it, because it means you're good at murdering, which is a bad thing, if that makes sense. So you don't want to be that either. But then it's just don't kill people. All right, just don't kill people. The other three endings are accessed by having Walker shoot Conrad, who disappears, telling you afterwards it's shown that the remnants of the 33rd who surrendered are a figment of Walker's imagination. Walker uses Conrad's radio to request an immediate evacuation of Dubai. An epilogue after the credits show a convoy of army rescue Humvees locating a shell-shocked Walker, who is sitting on the steps near the Burj Khalifa, wearing Conrad's uniform and brandishing an AA-12. The player can either drop the weapon or open fire. If Walker drops his weapon, he then evacuates with the patrol. A soldier remarks that the unit's driven through the entire city, so that's the one we did. If Walker is killed by the patrol, he is shown dying in a pool of blood while the patrol watches. Walker recalls a conversation between himself and the real Conrad during the war in Afghanistan, where he casually remarked about returning home, to which Conrad replied, "Home? We can't go home. There's a line men like us have to cross. If we're lucky, we do what's necessary, and then we die. No, all I really want, Captain, is peace." So that explains to you what happens to people who kill other people, is that they cross the line and they can't go back. Well, that's one way of putting it. And so that's also expected. And in that case, like, Walker, like, effectively suicides by soldiers. So he attacks the soldier and he gets killed. If Walker manages to kill the entire patrol, he will pick up and use the patrol's radio, saying, "Gentlemen, welcome to Dubai," which is one of the first statements Walker said to his team, as well as one of the first statements Conrad said to Walker. Walker then returns to the remains of the Burj Khalifa, and as the camera pans to a wide shot of the ruined city. Well, that's insane. Like that's going completely off the rails and just going insane. Yeah, no, I'm disappointed by how the story ended. Because like I said, they backed away from criticizing all war and turned it into criticizing one person. I guess if you are a thinker and if you understand what's being said to you, you would already know that it is really criticizing all war, because Walker is not unique, right? Because everybody breaks in similar ways under these circumstances. But if you didn't already understand that, like I did, you might think, "Oh, this is just Walker. It's just he couldn't take it. Like he was insane. That was it." And then we get back to this problem, and the Americans. Every time there's a mass shooting, they're like, "Oh, it's because he was mentally unstable," and they never do anything to reduce the number of guns in circulation. Like the country is just flooded with guns. And then people get shot, and they're like, "Oh, it's just because of a crazy person." No, it's because there's guns everywhere. you know, it's like there are crazy people all around the world, but if they don't have a gun, they can't kill that many people. Like if they have a knife, they might kill 1 or 2 people, if they're lucky. If they have a gun, they can kill a dozen people quite easily. So it's it's that. So here it's like, oh, I mean, it's just because Walker's crazy. I mean, oh, atrocities in war? I guess it's because Walker was crazy. No, that's not it. It's not it. Atrocities happen in war because that's what war is about. It's like, if you remove, like, you can't remove all the soldiers who are prone to being crazy and then have a war, because war makes people crazy. Like the stress of it and the pressure of it and the psychological trauma of killing people makes people crazy. So it's the war itself that makes people crazy, and therefore atrocities happen a lot in war because of that. I mean, if you stop going into war, then the atrocities will stop happening. You can't like blaming it on a mentally unstable person. It's just ludicrous, because it doesn't actually change anything. Like, everyone is mentally vulnerable to this level of stress and trauma. Alright, I guess I should stop talking. It's I mean, the architecture was a bit weird. It wasn't. I mean, there were a few landmarks, but it wasn't really Dubai, and the sand was like different heights the whole game. Like, sometimes the sand was at the top of the skyscrapers, and then sometimes the sand was at the bottom of the ocean, and the sand just kept shifting height throughout the game, and I don't get it. I don't know why anyone thought that made sense. You remember that, right? Like, in some parts, the sand was literally at the top of the skyscrapers, and then in other parts, the sand was like we were at the bottom of the ocean, and the boats were just sitting in the sand, and we saw like corals in the ocean. What was that about? So the setting was a bit weird in that way too. Alright, I'll stop talking. I'll see you in future playthroughs of other games.